Hello and welcome to the NEthing Podcast.
Podcast for anyone and everyone.
About anything and everything. I'm Logan. This is Nate, because he's not announcing himself.
And let's get right into the news. Keemstar.
First off, it's been a while. A long while. I think close,
that was really cringy.
Close to a month, probably.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that's happened. A lot of news to go over, so let's just hop right into it. The Flash
Logan
news
and
segment.
okay, so an explanation for why we haven't uploaded. Logan did golf, I did track. Schedule is not the same.
We thought it was going to have lots of time. We had no time.
Now we have
have a lot of time.
Now it's actually just summer.
It's summer. We
got out of school
we can really
beginning of the week.
Make time. We can fill in for spots. So
we have a schedule.
It's going to be good. I can make time pretty much whenever now. So
yeah,
this will be fun.
And we have some good stuff to go over. Usually it takes us a while to find our topics.
Today it was pretty quick.
Probably
pretty easy.
10 minutes.
So, like you said, we are in summer. So with that, we have a lot more time to do all this stuff. So let's get right into Flash News. Do you want to start us off with one of them?
Yes, this isn't really Flash News, but I guess for Flash News, we might even keep this going if you guys like it, but this is just a random fact of the day. We might have to start another jar.
Just for random facts of the day? That's a good idea.
And then we just keep on having jars of different genres.
Hey, that's something else. You guys could comment. We'd really like some more interaction with people.
Please comment on... Can they make comments on Spotify?
I can set up a Q&A with it every time.
Okay. We'll have a Q&A set up with this if it doesn't go wrong.
Linked every time.
Probably something that's going to go wrong in this podcast. So, I don't know if it'll be there. But you can comment on YouTube.
On YouTube, you can comment on... We send out a snap. Literally, at any point, snap us. Hit us up on Instagram. We need to get our Instagram and TikTok running now that we have more time.
Yes.
We can set up some of that stuff. And you can comment there too.
Yep.
For the podcast.
From this video, we're going to take out one or two of the funniest clips or something.
Yep.
Or the
most interesting, whatever it is.
30 seconds to maybe 3 minutes if we have that on TikTok.
Yep.
And we're just going to freaking upload some highlights from it and see how it does. So,
yep.
Be looking out for that.
Please tell me I saved his...
So... Let's get into this Flash News.
Perfect.
This is the random fact of the day, or of the podcast, because we don't do this daily. But it is 364 licks, is what I wrote down. It takes 364 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. If you guys are wondering. I saw that commercial...
How many licks get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? It was the owl. It'd be
so annoying.
A 1, a 2,
Yeah. It was so annoying.
That commercial?
Yeah.
All right.
I was just trying to watch SpongeBob, bro.
Yep. Let's talk about... sorry, I forget his name already.
Or Teen Titans Go.
Golfer James Nicholas. Now. Ooh, golf, so boring. This is pretty cool.
Funny.
Pretty funny, pretty cool. So, the PGA, that's like the NBA or the NFL.
Professional Golf Association.
There we go.
Right?
Professionals. So, this guy, he is an amateur golfer, but he has recently become a pro, age of 24, and he's not on the list really to get into the PGA Championship, which is one of the biggest ones out there. Biggest meets, tournaments, whatever you want to call it. So he's he's on the backup list, and he was told, "Hey, you're first up on the backup list now." So he's like, "All right." He tries to book a flight.
Originally,
he was going to be
14.
7th.
Yeah,
7th. And he's like, "Well, I have no reason." They messaged him, said, "Hey, by the way, you're now number 1 on the backup list," and so that means if someone drops out, he's first up in line then to take their place. Really cool. So it's a 14-hour drive There's no like trains anywhere near there to get to it. He found a flight. It was gonna be cutting it close, but he thought he was fine. Books the flight. Gets there, and he's not hearing any announcements for boarding, and he's like, "What's going on?" Then they announce it gets delayed by an hour and a half. He's like, "It's fine. It starts at 1:05. I'm gonna be there at 12." Little did he know, it's 12:05 that the meet starts. Meaning, by the time he gets there and actually gets out onto the course, he's gonna be down to like 30 players that he could potentially take their spot if they're missing from the 80 that it was originally going to be. So he turns off his phone. He's like, all right, I'm going to get in the mindset. I'll be all good. It's fine. When he lands or is about to land, he looks at his phone and he has 75 missed texts and missed calls, missed emails from a bunch of people. His like parents, his friends, his like manager, stuff like that, and the PGA Association themselves telling him there is a spot open at this time. He lands, doesn't grab anything off the plane. His clubs were still going around on like the carousel deal.
Yeah, the carousel.
The pickup spot. He gets rid of his rental car, has someone pick him up, drives him to the course. He gets a random pair of shoes, swaps clubs with some people, gets a random glove from like the pro shop.
Yep.
Gets like the pro shop's pros clubs. That's who he used, and then swapped them out with some other ones. And then literally walked up and hit his first shot, striped it straight down the center. It was a great shot. But it's funny, there's people like taking a video of him running from his car, just pops both of his shoes off, kicks the next one's on, goes. They have to like know what clubs you have. They look at it real quick, and he's off. And it was like, he did pretty good. I do not know how he did today. I'll actually look that up and let you guys know. But So really kind of cool news that happened there. So, all right.
All right.
What's up next? Let's do a jar before we get
All
back
right.
to the news. Because some of these news are a little longer. Oh,
What do you think happens when you die?
this one's Logan Mayhew. So, before we get into the question, now if you want to comment or make a question or whatever, you will be getting a shout out.
Yep.
Because we need some sort of incentive to get you guys to comment. So, thank you, Mayhew, for commenting. But yeah, let's get to the question.
You start first.
So like if we talk religiously, there's heaven. And I know some people, like personally know, not just like on a movie or story or something like that. I know people that have either died and were brought back to life or were like on the brink of death, and they saw some sort of afterlife thing. One of the people said they saw like the rolling plains, like but perfect green grass.
Transition.
There we go. And then they were like on like a marble and pearl like path, and they turned around and saw giant golden gates. And then it all just like disappeared because they got brought back to life. So I'd like to think heaven, but we can't really know for sure because when you die, and there's really no way to have a dead person tell you what's going on. So, how about you?
Yeah, I think if anyone were to sit down and read the Bible and compare what happened in the Old Testament to what the New Testament says, that it's been proved that happened, then I feel like people would believe in heaven more. If people actually sat down and took the time to read parts of the Bible. Or even like looked it up and looked into it. But yeah, I'd say 100% heaven.
Okay. That was an easy one. Let's go to one more comment we got.
Too sad right now. Not sad, but like it's too like
it's a harder topic.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird topic.
So, why do some people feel the need to be popular when in the long run it doesn't matter? Because like once you're out of high school, you go to college, and unless you're going to a college with a bunch of your friends,
Or
even
you're some,
then,
like, national D1 athlete that
exactly.
everyone knows.
Unless something like that happens, that ranking that you have, I'm air quotes, by the way, ranking that you have in high school is completely gone. So, honestly, I don't know. Oh, and Savannah Fullerton is the one that commented that.
Yeah, I'd say just be you, be positive. I mean, it's not easy to be positive all the time.
No.
But just kind of, if no one else likes you, do your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's, like, terrible, like murdering and, like, stealing stuff. But for the most part, do your own thing and just don't really care what other people think.
It's interesting, though, because, like, there's definitely a point, like, back in middle school for me when I really wanted to be popular. But now I found a group of friends where none of us care about that, which makes it nice because we can just be us. There's definitely people that think they're more popular, and honestly, we just kind of shrug them off because they act kind of dumb sometimes because of it, and we can just be normal.
Everyone acts dumb, and
So, yep. All right. I'd say that's where we go from there. Want to talk about this one?
Oh, it says his age is 25. Huh.
25.
All right, so school's out, summer jobs. I think that's the one you pointed at. This summer, my friend and I have a mowing business, and I'm also working out at a golf course just by my house. It's called the Prairie Club, if you guys know about that. But yeah, and then Logan, while he's searching that stuff, he is doing construction this summer, and he is also mowing some lawns. And he might actually be helping us towards the end of the year if we have some big lawns that we need help with, which actually we booked a couple of big lawns recently, so he might help us out when he gets a chance, sadly.
Yes. You summed it up pretty good. Want to continue with the podcast? I have some commitments that I have now started today and actually gotten someone else involved with. So because of that, I want to talk about it real quick here to then, keep me, what's the word?
Dedicated to it.
Dedicated. Close enough.
Keep you
No, it's kind of responsibility in a way. It's something, I feel like it starts with an A. I don't know. But, I am starting game development. I have one game that's like a future down the line game that I'm getting help with on the art side of.
It'll hold you accountable.
Accountable. There we go. Accountability. That's what I want here.
Help you accountable.
Hold me accountable. Yes, this will hold me accountable. So I have someone helping me art side wise with some of the concept and stuff like that for a future game. So because of that, if I want to get to that point and use what they're doing for me, then I need to learn how to just make games in general. So I'll be making some smaller ones and maybe even publishing some of them on like phones and maybe even computers and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's cool.
That'd be dope.
So now I have to be held accountable by you guys.
Yep.
So there we go.
One of the games will be Samuel and
Justin.
It'll be we'll have our own skins.
Oh wow. Okay, so it looks like it's a 4-day tournament. So right now he is. Oh, we're back to James Nicholas right now, and leaderboards. Where's he at on the leaderboards? James Nicholas.
Yeah, you can just walk past.
Yeah, you do. I have no idea where he's at. He's not doing the greatest. Oh, he's +2, I think, right now. So he's a ways down here. +2. Oh, all of them got cut. Did he get cut? Please tell me he didn't get cut.
Oh, that suck.
Okay, he didn't make. I don't know. I honestly do not know. Let's keep up.
All right,
with what we got.
I forgot. We just sat here in
we're
silence
we're
for
in a
little bit.
podcast. We kind of need a.
Yeah, I forgot about that. All right. Would you guys like to comment Not trying to start arguments, but kind of trying to start arguments.
Mm-hmm.
Your opinion on the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial? I think it's pretty funny.
I think it's great. It's awesome. I
love watching it on TikTok.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm confused still.
Yeah. I guess
so.
We don't need to like totally get into it. But because I guess I don't even want to show our opinions on it. But like it's pretty obvious our opinions.
Yeah.
Like 98% to the 2%.
I do think it's interesting. So I've been following like the legal side of it. And I've definitely seen a bunch of the jokes and stuff like that, but I've been like following the legal side and because that's something I've never done really before.
Yeah.
Is gotten into that, and some of the stuff that I've found out because of it is really funny. Some of the like she happened to just say like mention a past relationship, which is like a no-go in court because it's like bringing in outside evidence that shouldn't be there. But because of that, now that could potentially allow Johnny Depp to also talk about that relationship, and the relationship he is now really, really good friends with that person, and she would most likely
was it the girl
testify.
Yeah, it was the woman that she abused.
Also, she'd most likely testify in Johnny Depp's favor now. So,
yeah,
I did think that one was
she messed up big time.
She messed up big time, and it's like being ruled over if that can come into play. I think this week now. So
yeah,
that's definitely a very interesting portion of the trial there.
Yeah, so just tell us what you think about it.
Yeah, I'd like to know your guys'.
Yeah. We aren't going to get too far into it, but
your thoughts
I think
on it.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty lopsided, too.
It is. So, all right. So, from what I can see here, I believe he was cut. Because after...
Hole 9, par 4, 4.
Because he took a double bogey his first round, which would have been the previous day. Or wait. Round 1. How did he do round 1? He went +4 round 1. +2. So yeah. Oh, so he's +6 overall. He definitely got cut.
Yep. Who's the worst person to
worst person?
What's the worst to stay in?
Okay, well, let's see if we can find him real quick. So
what's the worst score to stay in?
James Nicholas, he was cut +6.
He's a Titleist or whatever.
Yep. Sponsored by them. So the worst person to not get cut.
So what
sitting? This is following the cut line. They shot even.
Nice.
So good for them.
That sucks for these dudes, bro.
Yep. If you went 1 over, you're cut.
Rip. All right.
Yes. Okay. So
these 3.
Let's talk about. I didn't pull up any. Okay. So. Welcome back
to the NEthing Podcast.
Our camera died.
Jinx.
We did not say the same thing.
Same thing.
So, let's talk about music. It has been a full month, I think, since actually, it might have been over a month since we've talked about music on the podcast. So, with that being said, I have a feeling there's probably a song or two that have changed in our playlist that we really enjoy at the moment. So, I will go first.
All right.
You go first. Because you seem to know.
I think I even said this either last podcast or the podcast before that You Proof was going to drop from Morgan Wallen.
Mm-hmm.
It finally dropped a couple days ago. It slaps. I like it. It's just a good song. It's not like outstanding because like we already heard it on TikTok. Everyone's heard it. But he definitely didn't like you know how some songs are like on TikTok, or maybe you could get like a clip before of like the chorus and you're like, this song is gonna slap. Then it drops and you're like that's the only part that's good. But no, You Proof isn't like that. It's a pretty good overall song.
I would agree.
Pretty good summer song.
I would agree. So Bankroll Hayden came out with a song. I'm just gonna bleep myself out, and then Love. It's the F word, so Can't actually say that out loud. We are a child-friendly podcast. We are clean. So.
F love.
Yep. And then my favorite artist, though, at the moment is... Can we say that? The first part of his name?
Hold on, who's it?
The bunk one? Die Bunk. There we go. But, you know... I feel like we could say
Kill Bunk.
There we go. I don't know if we can say that or not. I need to probably read through the guidelines a bit.
Yeah.
But Chanel Bag by him. The remix specifically with Sorcery. Super good. I know it's been like out for a while and some people don't like it, but I've just been listening to a lot of his songs recently. I really enjoy him. He's probably my favorite artist at the moment. So, there we go. There's that. Let's head to the jar. Then I'll talk about this because I think that's kind of funny.
I guess these two are stuck together. Oh, that's a cool one.
Nice and blank. Awesome.
Nothing. All right. Time machine or teleporter? We've definitely already
Have
talked
we?
about that. Yeah,
I don't.
we have.
I feel like we talked about it maybe
In the
between
deleted one?
No, either that or between us when we were writing it down.
I think we've already talked about it.
Time machine or
We definitely
teleporter?
already talked about it.
But time machine.
Because you were like, you would want to go back in time to see your family or whatever.
Oh
We
yeah,
talked
to
about
see
that,
different
'cause your
people.
grandpa fell asleep or got drunk or something. You know, remember that one?
Oh, Jesus. I'll read this. It's my handwriting.
Uh,
Oh, never mind.
No, I
That's
was about
that.
to say.
We are running out of things.
We got like
This
3
is
left.
Scary.
All right. What advice would you give to your 10-year-old self?
Well, shoot, I'm not like successful in anything yet.
Yeah.
So like,
How about in 10 years?
no, because I don't know what advice I'd give myself in 10 years.
All right,
so
so
10-year-old
10
self, be less stupid because I did some dumb things back then.
10-year-old.
And then also,
What grade were we in at 10? Were we in 30 grade?
I was 5
Fourth. We had to be.
when I was a kindergartner. When I was an old kindergartner then. So I would have been, let's see, so kindergarten.
That's got to be 4th or 5th.
So then first, second,
saying
third,
fourth.
fourth, fifth for me. So you wouldn't have even been in
I would have been
community school yet, would you?
4th grade. I would have been then.
Oh, you would have been? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So in 5th grade, what would I, what advice would I have given? Is there anything dumb that I did? I about accidentally suicided once. Did I talk about that on the podcast?
Which one? Which time?
Oh, I don't think there's been multiple times. With the ping pong table?
Oh, yeah.
Did I talk about that on here?
I
know I've
don't
told
know.
people,
I
but
don't know.
I don't think I've said this one on the podcast.
Just say it on the podcast.
Okay.
This is hilarious.
So this was a lie that I kept for a really long time from my family because I was scared they were gonna like hate me for it, which is dumb, kind of.
Because you almost died.
I about killed myself on accident.
He almost killed himself with a ping pong table.
So let's see. How do I want to? So it was Christmas Eve.
Oh, we're so gonna get demon or whatever for this.
Yeah, probably. It's fine. So it was Christmas Eve, and I'll just put explicit on it. It's fine. My mom was in the shower. My dad and my brother, I believe, were out hunting. Well, they were out of the house. I think they were
Actually,
hunting.
no way. This is explicit because.
Oh yeah, some of the stuff they say.
Yeah, some
you're
of the
right.
things
We're
they
good.
say
We're
with
good.
like killing stuff. No way.
So,
Alright.
so my dad and my brother were out of the house. I believe they were hunting, but I'm not 100% sure. My mom, she was in the shower because she was getting ready for Christmas Eve church service. And I, on the other hand, I was playing. I was in early middle school, maybe 5th grade-ish. If this was 5th grade, then that would be what I would tell myself not to do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go like really in depth because I remember exactly what I was doing and stuff like that. I was pretending to be a dragon, and I know, right? Sounds stupid.
Oh,
So
no.
my ping pong table can like flip up on...
Okay, so what did you do?
Well, I'm getting to it. So my ping pong table, it can flip up on one
okay.
side, so you can play back and forth with yourself, which I did all the time because I was a weird child. That is going to be so loud. Oh, God, please, no, please stop. God. So I then, I was playing, and I had one side flipped up, and I was messing around underneath. I had like and then I flipped up the other side also. And we had this little cup, and I was throwing ping pong balls back and forth, and I was making it like doing a trick shot type thing. What are you doing?
Hold on, pause your story.
Okay, I'm pausing. Are you just sitting like on your knees? And
No.
Just enjoying life? Oh, you're giving yourself a footstool?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Okay,
so much more.
So back to my story. So I was throwing the ball back and forth, bouncing it down because I had them both sides flipped up, and bouncing it and getting it in the cup. And then for some reason, I'm like, you know what? I wonder if I can stick my head in the middle of these.
Oh,
And so I did, and it was perfectly fine. And then I had the bright idea of pulling one, unhooking it, and just slowly letting it down. And I don't know why I was thinking this, because, like, I'm not that stupid, but, like, it just kind of pinches, and, like, then...
Yeah, it's like this, if you guys are on the video.
It's, like, straight up and down,
like
and
this.
then one side got here, and, like, my elbows are touching,
And he puts this side
and
down.
my head was stuck in between that. And it got to a point where, it tipped so far, and I don't know if I was just wanting to, like, mess around and see how far I could go without dropping it, but then, I couldn't hold on anymore because I'm not that big, if you don't know me. And I started to die and lose oxygen because it is literally cutting my neck. Like, by the end of it, I was bleeding on both sides of my neck where the ping pong table had started cutting through my skin. And so I am dying, not being able to breathe. I'm screaming for help. No one's around. My mom's in the shower. She can't hear me. My vision's going dark. Because I'm losing oxygen.
It's going dark.
And
Rip.
adrenaline hit. And I grabbed the ping pong table and threw it to the side and knocked it over. And so it's like laying flat, crushed together. The top of my head kind of got crushed a little bit because it like folded up fully.
Yeah, but like when you did
but
that,
then when I
folded,
did that,
it kind of popped your head out.
Opened up near my neck, and I was able to pull my head out. And so I had like tears in my eyes. I had ran upstairs. My mom had just gotten out of the shower. And then it dawned on me, oh crap, that was really dumb. I need to come up with a lie real quick because my dad was also showing up right about that time on what I can tell him I did to not make me look stupid. So I lied.
Have you told him?
Yes, I told him. Just the other day, I told him because I didn't think I had ever told him before. But apparently, like the year prior or 2 years prior, I had hopped off the mower and came inside and just said, I need to get this off my chest because I was feeling really guilty about it. And I felt really guilty about it earlier this year also because I thought I hadn't told him yet. So I came up with this really elaborate lie that I went to go play ping pong by myself. And when I went to go push up the table, I pushed it just a little bit too much, and it made it slightly off balance and just slowly start to tip. And by the time I got to the other side, it fell on top of me. Well, my dad's not dumb, so he's like, then how's there marks on both sides of your neck? And I said, well, I started twisting and turning. He really didn't buy it. I think he knew I was lying, but I got away with it. And then I still had to go to church, and my mom's like, well, you should probably wear this turtleneck so people don't see it and like think you're probably like abused or something. I don't know. That hurt so gosh dang bad because there was, my neck had just been cut, and then I had a turtleneck rubbing against that, and
Turtleneck with leather jacket.
it was nasty. It was not fun. So yeah, if that was my 5th grade year, that's what I would tell myself, to not be stupid and do that.
What would I tell myself in like 5th grade? Oh, that I am never going to need cursive. Ever. Yeah, one of our teachers, it's our friend's
You're
mom,
going to use
actually.
it every day.
She's like one of the nicest
Super
people
great.
I know. She's
People.
a great person. You say she's a great people.
Shh. You weren't supposed to hear that.
All right, so
Yep.
yeah, she's a great people, and
Nowadays, I'd just be like,
yeah. Still, you definitely lied to us though, Karen. Or yeah, Karen. She won't care.
Yeah, she won't care.
Yeah.
Yep.
She lied to us.
She lied to us. We're never using. The only time I ever use cursive is to write my name
on like checks and stuff.
Yep. I just do it like no. Recently this year, I've kind of been changing, and now I really don't use cursive even for my name.
Wiener.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Let's talk about iPhones. So,
Yay.
Nathan, what kind of phone do you have?
iPhone.
Do you know what? Wait.
11.
I would agree. I have an Android, a Samsung. There's my wallpaper if any of you want to see. I get a lot of crap for it. It's kind of funny. It's like, bro, who cares really? I do. That's who.
Who cares really? But I'm gonna tell you.
So, but I get a lot of crap for it, and one of the reasons I never changed over to an iPhone yet, I'm planning on it, is because of the lightning cable and how slow, ungodly slow, and not well made it is. I really like Type-C.
Now we have the Type-C things. We can use the box with the Type-C.
Well, yeah, but
lightning.
I just want
And
Type-C.
That's very fast.
I want Type-C to the actual phone itself.
Yeah.
Which the EU is now enforcing all electronic devices to have Type-C, and I think that law comes into play tomorrow.
So all these chargers, iPhone chargers that we have,
Might
going to be absolutely
useless, which is great for me, terrible for you guys. But that would
I have quite a bit of Type-Cs actually.
But that would get me to change to an iPhone. That's all it really takes for me.
Because they're so similar now. Because they've just copied each other until basically their phones are the exact same. Literally.
There's not a whole lot different.
It's literally
between
the
them.
shapes of the camera and some of the stats.
Yeah, there's a few things.
And the
iPhones,
the type of camera.
iPhones are a bit more restricted and closed. I can kind of go a bit more around the bout.
Yeah.
Without having to jailbreak or root my phone. So
Androids are a lot more customizable.
A little bit more free.
Yeah.
With customized. But
But that also comes with cons too.
Yeah.
That
a little bit.
Yeah, you can get hacked way easier, which for old people, don't get an Android because you're gonna click on a virus or something and it's gonna be all.
Which it can still happen with an iPhone, but it's just.
It's one of them's more secure and more limited, while the other one you have way more freedoms, but you kind of have to be smart.
You have to just not be stupid with it. But I don't know how many viruses I had on my old phone, but I was able to get rid of all of them.
Yeah.
I downloaded so much junk on there. I had modded Minecraft and stuff on my phone, and it was great.
Well, yeah,
we did it all the time.
Yeah, you had freaking rocket launchers.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
I was the techie kid that would be like, "Hey, give me your phone."
Yeah, we had the same phone.
And I would give it back to him, and he's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Go to Minecraft." He's like, "Okay." He pulls it open. I'm like, "Go to creative," and he had 80 different versions of an AK, and he's like, "This is awesome," because it really was.
Yeah, so then basically every day after school, Logan and I would get together at the library,
and
we'd go to websites, download the mods, take them in, put them in Minecraft. It was so fun.
That was a big thing that I do. Now one of my favorite things about my Android is emulation. I haven't done it recently because I've just been too busy, but I can play old NES games, SNES games, old Wii games even on my phone, which is really fun, but haven't done that for a while. But so the new iPhone, the iPhone 14, they're going to have 4 phones. No longer are they going to have a mini, because that one kind of flopped on this last, the 13? So the iPhone 14 is going to have 4 models.
This is one I'm probably going to get.
It'll have the iPhone 14, the 14 Pro, the iPhone 14 Max, and Pro Max. Now, if you get the iPhone 14 or the 14 Max, your phone is going to have the exact same chip as the iPhone 13, which this is to some of you that means nothing, but this is like stupid crazy in the phone tech world because it's the only flagship phone that's shipping with a year-old processor, which is unheard of for $1,000 plus phone. I don't know how they're gonna get away with it. Really, like that's almost like con artist type stuff. Like that's kind of wrong.
Selling the same.
Same phone. It's honest. Like the specs wise, they look almost identical. Now the iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max,
they're probably waiting to piggyback off of Android
have
stuff.
a couple new things coming to them. Now I think Touch ID might be coming back. Under screen Touch ID.
Yeah,
which
like Androids have.
Like my phone has, but
way more simple.
But it might be like a bigger area, which would be really nice. And some different things. They are having a hole punch pill shape cutout. It should be up on the screen. Hopefully some of the things through here will be up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Maybe an upper resolution screen and some more things like that. And then a new chip. But again, the iPhone 14 and 14 Max are not going to have the newer chip, which is that's really weird for a new $1,000 phone to have the same chip as the one the year before.
What is the pill that you're talking about?
The pill's like the cutout, like the hole punch cutout. So my phone has a little circle cutout of pixels.
Are those?
So this is going to have a cutout for the camera, the selfie camera. That's like the hole punch.
Instead of the one on the left.
There's going to be here on this picture. This should be up now for you guys. For the 14 and the 14 Max, it's going to be still the notch that you have currently. But for the 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max, it's going to have a dot and then like a pill shape. The pill shape is for like the Face ID and all that kind of stuff. The LiDAR sensor, all that. And then the actual like circle dot camera cutout is for your selfie camera.
So the 14 Max and the 14 Pro Max, are they the same phone?
No.
Pretty much, or what?
The 14 Pro Max, so if it says Pro, that's the new processor, the new design, that's all the new stuff. If you're getting the Max or just regular 14, if it doesn't have Pro.
That's an enormous phone.
It's
the one on the right is the size of mine.
I believe.
And that's a good
Is this a Pro? Did you get the 11 Pro? No, because it only has the one camera or the two cameras, where it would have the third.
Yeah. So this is going to be the ones on the right.
I think so.
This is the size. That's literally like an inch freaking bigger.
Yeah, because that's about the same size.
Yeah,
but that's what I want. I want the big phone. That's what it's the same size as the current Pro Maxes and stuff like that, which is what I'm excited for. I'm a cough up the extra money and get it because it has the newer processor, all that stuff. And now it might not go in effect till the 15th, but it will have USB Type-C, either this for this one, but they might be too far in production for the EU to say, nope, you got to do this now.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Overall, it's very similar. It might be like flush camera design also, if that's up on screen, kind of like the newer Android phones, but honestly, I just think the pill and the little dot looks super clean. Super cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Want to talk about whatever that is, or do you want to talk about this? Oh, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's go! Yes. Okay. On to, I think, kind of our last topic here. Movies or shows that we have recently watched or really enjoy. You want to not spoil, but let people know what kind of shows you watch?
I think we talked about it on the last one, maybe before these even came out. The Adam Project.
Mm-hmm.
Free Guy.
Mm-hmm. Six Underground.
Watch Red Notice.
Red Notice.
All of those. All have the best actors.
Best actor. The same actors in all of them. If you know, you know. Yep. I recently just finished Moon Knight, which is Marvel's like mature rated film. Holy moly. That I have yet to watch a show that has just confused me, but then pulled me right back in, and I thought it was like honestly the coolest show I've ever watched. The film and art direction with it was so cool. The dude's got like multiple personalities in his head. At some point, he's like in an insane asylum that's in his head, and just weird stuff.
When did it come out?
It just finished updating like last week, I think. I think it finished, unless there's still more coming out that I didn't know about. It's one of the new Marvel movies, or Marvel shows on Disney Plus, but it's super, super cool. So yeah. What does that one say?
It says Travis Dale. What is that?
Oh, that was the random names we'd been writing down. Let's talk about what we were just doing before the podcast, since we're kind of out of options right now.
This is why you guys need to come.
Yes,
because we're out.
Because now we have to just go find random things online, which are a lot less fun than, you guys giving us stuff. So, you want to explain what we were doing right before the podcast? It pushed the podcast back at least an hour for us, if not two.
If you guys don't have a Nintendo Switch and you guys are looking for a fun console, maybe just like a family thing, like you miss the Wii, like you miss your old Wii, get a Nintendo Switch.
It's that
super
and
fun.
Better.
It's like Nintendo. It's like
it's been revised and it's pretty much what the Wii U should have been.
Yeah, it's Wii, like, you have Wii Sports that are on a whole nother level.
That's what we've been playing.
Super fun.
Nintendo
Some
Switch
of them are
Sports.
the exact same.
And some of them are brand
better
new.
graphics. So.
Yeah, way better graphics, new character
really
customization. Cool. There's online play, all kinds of stuff. There's new ones coming, which I'm really excited for.
You play it like on the Wii, on the Nintendo Sports or whatever it is called. You play, like you can play online, and then you earn skins and stuff. It's just a lot more like, I don't know, like...
It's been modernized.
Yeah, like on Fortnite or anything. I hate to bring that up, but on like games like that, you have to buy a battle pass or something. And then you unlock skins like that season. It's not really your choice to like on what skins you get.
Yep.
But this, I mean...
You buy the game, and it's a $40 game, which most games are like $60 now.
And there's
this one's cheap.
There's like, how many games are on it?
Right now, there's 6, but a 7th one's coming out next month.
Dodgeball.
No, that one's going to be golf.
Okay.
And then, but in the code, because, people are going to dig through it, they found dodgeball and one other game. I can't think of what it is right now.
Tennis? Golf? Did I say golf?
No.
Or did you say golf?
I said golf. So right now, there's volleyball.
Ping pong.
I think it might be ping pong. So there's volleyball, badminton, bowling, tennis,
water polo,
soccer, and it's like Rocket League soccer. It's really weird. Like the ball's giant.
Cricket, no, pickleball.
That's like all identical to what they already have. Practically, it's weird. And then Chambara, which is sword fighting. Chambara is sword fighting, and I'm not joking. That's what I was playing last night. I was in a full body sweat because I'm absolutely just smacking all these people. It's a lot of fun. Really recommend it. It's $40, like one of the cheapest games they have.
Yeah, it's $40 for 6 games. Soon to be more games.
Soon to be 7, 8, maybe even 9. So and that's. Nintendo, they put a lot of time and effort into all their games.
Yeah.
Especially their first-party ones. And if you're looking for any indie games, which is like me creating a game, that'd be an indie game, smaller developer games. This Switch has thousands for you to check out and find. So
yeah. And when you think about the $40 for 6 games, it also is like on an Xbox, for example, a lot of games are like $60.
Which is what most of them are on there.
But if you add it up, if you get the Wii Sports, I mean the Nintendo Sports or whatever it's called,
Switch Sports or something.
Switch Sports.
I don't know.
If you get that, add up $60 for all the 6 games. 6 times 6, that's $360, right?
Which
$360. Well,
it's not quite, but
it's not, yeah.
Also,
knock off 40 or whatever. I don't know. You're probably saving like close to $300. So when you think about the small console that you're buying, like for so much money, just think about you're probably knocking off at least $100.
And also, the Switch itself is probably the coolest console you'll find. It's a little underpowered. There might be a new revision coming out soon. But it's $300 or $350 if you want like the better screen. But it's not only a handheld, but it can be docked and turned into your like normal console that sits under your TV and hooks up to your TV. So that's how we're playing it. But if I want to, I can pop it out, set it on the table, and I can be playing it right here with a little like small tablet screen.
A lot easier than bringing your PS5.
Exactly. Or if you're on a road trip.
Series X.
If you're on a road trip, you and your friend grab a controller, you can be playing Smash Bros. In the backseat. It's super awesome for road trips, or just if they got a bunch of party games. They have Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Mario Party, Breath of the Wild, which is like the biggest giant open world Zelda game, which is super fun. They have the Switch Sports. They got a thing called Clubhouse Games, which is just like a bunch of classic games. There's like chess, checkers. There's also some sort of fighting games on there, boxing, ping pong. There's a bunch of really cool stuff in that one game. It's like 51 games in one. That one's like $20. They got Pokemon. They got anything Nintendo related that you've played in the past. You can get here and better. It's great. It's a super fun console. Party console.
On that topic, Will Ferrell consumed so much sugar while filming Elf that he actually became physically ill.
Dang.
Like on the spaghetti scene when he pours all the maple syrup and all the candy and stuff on it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd say that about wraps it up.
Yeah.
I don't know what else we would talk about. So, thank you. Please comment. I don't care if it's a question.
We have zero.
A stupid quote.
Something.
It doesn't matter. We are out of our jar. Text us. Anything. Just we'd love some community feedback. Even if you don't watch these, I'm going to still be bugging you about sending us stuff because we need more. So, thank you again for watching the NEthing Podcast. And see you later.